I really feel like there's a special feeling there, feeling the spirits. These guys were just, brothers.
Their brotherhood was born at Annapolis. Brendan Looney arrived an accomplished athlete who would play football and then lacrosse for Navy. Travis Manion was just as athletic in a different sport, as a nationally ranked wrestler for the midshipmen.
I would describe their bond as extremely close. I remember meeting Brendan and thinking like, this guy reminds me of Travis.
I very much remember thinking that Brendan and I were just like going out to dinner or going on a date to go see a movie. And Travis was just there. You know, he's like, I don't feel like a third wheel.
Inseparable, they graduated in 2004.
As a parent, there couldn't be a prouder moment. But then, on the other hand, there was a lot of concern that our sons were going to go off to war.
Travis deployed first. On his second tour in April 2007, 2 members of his team were wounded on patrol in Iraq. Trying to pull them to safety, he was shot by an enemy sniper.
We got a knock on the door. And, you're just your worst nightmare. To lose my only son, it was, I was in shock. We were all in shock. And, we didn't know how we were going to go forward.
Marine First Lieutenant Travis Manion was 26 years old, buried near his family home in Pennsylvania. When Brendan found out, he was in training to become a Navy SEAL.
I was lucky enough to room with Travis at the Naval Academy for 2 years. In a very short time, he came to know the building. He was a great friend, and I'll forget him. I miss him. Thank you.
The sadness that I know that he felt about Travis's death, he used it as motivation.
He was the honor man of his class. I think he was just more motivated than usual and just kept pushing and pushing and pushing.
In 2008, 2 days after his wedding to Amy, Brendan deployed. 2 years later, and a week before returning home on his 59th combat mission, Brendan's helicopter crashed in Afghanistan.
When I saw his body come off at Dover and we went through that entire process of receiving the body, that's when it really hit me. Yeah. Can I just have a moment?
I was in our living room, and we have a bunch of pictures on the wall. We'll have no more pictures of Brendan. And then I'm thinking, my family will never be the same. Our family's broken. And, we're going to miss him, forever,
Navy Lieutenant and SEAL Brendan Looney was 29 years old.
I immediately said that I wanted Brendan to be buried with Travis at Arlington National Cemetery. At the time, I didn't even remember that Travis was not at Arlington.
Travis is buried in Philadelphia. It was kind of at that moment, this like teetering on moving Travis. My parents called me and my mom said, we're moving Travis to Arlington.
3 days before Brendan was buried, Travis's body was moved to lay side by side with his best friend.
You know, they roomed together at the Naval Academy, and now they rest beside each other, giving the ultimate sacrifice.
Knowing that Brendan was with someone that he loved, he respected, and that he cared for. That gave me hope.
I miss Brendan every day, but here they are, their buddies reunited, they're together forever. That's the part that does make me feel good.
You know, I miss the little things, like being able to watch a football game on a Sunday. I miss having my best friend around with me. But I'm really proud of who they are and what they did.